Hello. Once again, you did an amazing job on this week's blog post. So I am just going to go through and kind of talk about what you talked about and how it was similar to my post as well. So for a dietitian's point of view, oh, sorry. For a dietitian's point of view, you said that your first most important um, tool was Analyst, and you have information that you learn and analyze that information in order to relay that info to clients. Um, and then for number two, you put learner. Um, and you said that you are constantly learning within your field. There's always going to be new fads that you need to keep up with. And you said that, it's important that you always need to be a lifelong learner. And um, that's very similar to my field as well, both of those, analyst and learner. I think I put learner be number one just because as a teacher, we need to be constantly learning in order to teach our students that information. Um, but we also, for me, especially as a special education teacher, analyzing that information that our students are learning and their goals and such is very important. As far as number three, you say collaborator, and I agree with you. We don't know everything. And so we need to find those connections and we need to collaborate with others in order for our students and, in your case, clients to get the best knowledge possible. And yeah, I like how you talked about it's interdisciplinary, which I thought was key and I didn't even think about. Um, for you, you said you collaborate with doctors, you collaborate with um, chefs, you could collaborate with speech paths, all of those certain things. And, in my field, I'm collaborating with ELA teachers, math teachers, science teachers, social studies teachers, PE teachers, librarians, all of those things. And it's important to not only um, collaborate with other special education teachers, but also and keep it interdisciplinary. Then for number four, you put designer. And you talked about how you need to design activities and plans for your clients. And it's important that you design authentic and learner-driven activities and give them that information so that then they can make informed decisions. And that's very similar to my field as well. As a teacher, you have to design fun and exciting lesson plans for students to um, learn a certain topic, and so that then they can do it independently. That's always my goal, is that once you teach it to them, then they can do it independently. For number five, you put facilitator. Um, and I mean, this one's pretty self-explanatory. We design and create all of these activities and lessons, and we need to be able to then facilitate that learning. For number six, you put leader. Um, and you talked about how we need to seek out opportunities for leadership and not only for us, but then we need to give clients that confidence to go off on their own. And I think I didn't really think about it that way. I kind of thought about it more from my perspective, but we need to be able to teach our students how to be leaders, and we need to give them that confidence to go out on their own. And for me, especially, it's important for me to teach them self-determination because they do have some sort of disability, and so it's hard for them. And so teaching them how to be a leader and how to be self-determined and what that looks like is important. And then finally, for number seven, you put citizen. And I also put citizen for number seven. Um, and you kind of talked about how it's important for you to inspire clients to contribute to the nutritional world. Um, and I agree with that. And I kind of talked about how my students are already um, contributing to the technological world in education because they have their own Chromebooks, they have their own phones, they have all of their own um, iPads, whatever. Uh, and so in my case, it's just teaching them how to be um, an appropriate citizen and use that the correct way. So I think we had some great ideas, and once again, very similar. Um, and I will see you next week. Have a great week.